I don't call Leonardo Di Caprio great because of trophies. I call him great because he wins minutes inside scenes. He controls breath, he controls timing, he gives the camera exactly what it needs and nothing extra. It's just so natural to him.
Like goddamn f***ing said who the f*** Rick Dalton is.
Hey! Lay your palm flat on that tabletop!
This video is my personal breakdown. Been waiting to do a video on one of my favorite actors, and Leo fits the bill as one of the best actors of his generation. His latest movie this year, One Battle After Another, with director Paul Anderson, was just freaking sublime. If you have not watched, please do. All I can say, by the end of this video, you'll see why the best filmmakers keep handing him the ball. Let's dive deep into how method acting is done.
Come on, son, we got enough fun for one day. Come on down.
Hey!
Arnie, come on down, buddy.
Hey!
Come on, son.
I'm going higher than before.
Range isn't accents, it's rules. As Arnie Grape, he sets physical and vocal rules and never cheats them. Prior to the production of the movie, Leo spent time around autistic children to understand their mannerism. Right there we see his dedication to his craft and his execution flawless. Just watch the movie, from the body movement up to the speech impediment. It felt real, authentic. To see that range so young into his career must have been a big wow factor for the cinema world. Imagine seeing this young kid hold his ground and deliver such a difficult role. Watch the listening. He doesn't wait to speak, he absorbs, lets a line dent him, then returns to Arnie's rhythm. That's discipline at 19, and it makes the movie adjust to him, not the other way around. The movie overall was a desperately sad movie for me, but an enjoyment to see Leo's early career.
Dr. Connors to the ER. Dr. Connors to the ER.
Shouldn't you go?
Well, it was a bicycle accident. The boy told us.
So you concur?
I know you probably have heard it so many times from me already, but this is another favorite movie of mine. Having Spielberg team up with Tom Hanks and a young Leo created a masterpiece. Please, please watch this movie. Catch Me If You Can is a well-crafted movie which saw Leo turn timing into a weapon. Frank Abagnale Jr. isn't just a charming kid, he's a clock that runs faster than everyone else in the room. He sells authority with tempo, enter on the breath, issue the order mid-stride, leave on the smile.
Hey, Murph. Yeah, call the LAPD again. I don't want people walking through my crime scene.
I didn't expect the Secret Service on this.
Don't worry about it. Well, what's your name?
The scene where Leo's character outsmarts the FBI is one of many great scenes in the movie, but what it showed was the perfect balance between trading scenes with Tom Hanks. The perfect portrayal of a criminal so close to being caught. A scene that any son can feel about their father. I do not want to dive too much into it without spoiling the movie for everyone. What this scene showed was Frank Jr. exposing the loneliness he created fall upon him. The consequences of his criminal venture taking the time he could have had with his father. Through the movie, Leo shifts emotions from being an accomplished criminal to trying to be a loving son. Spielberg gives him space and Leo fills it with a kid pretending to be a man until the pretending hurts. Two identities, one body, toggled on breath and vowel shape. The directors love this because it plays in both modes. Pop entertainment charisma that keeps a wide audience leaning in, and readable micro beats the editor can cut on. It's movie star glow with actor math underneath.
Well, gentlemen, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Leo had my attention this entire movie. Leo as a villain was a chef kiss move by Tarantino. Blood, gore, cruelty, and every fabric of racism was woven into Leo's character as Calvin Candy, but he took it to another level. Role intelligence means knowing what the film needs. Django needs a villain who sets tempo by making cruelty feel like entertainment. He calibrates charm as a delay tactic, then snaps to menace to cash the suspense.
And beat our ass to death with it, right in front of both y'all.
Easy, big fella.
Then we can examine the three dimples inside Vermilda's skull.
That whole skull scene was super intense. The pauses between Leo's ranting, not knowing what to expect out of his character. He kept the scene suspenseful to the point he actually broke a glass in the scene. Literally, his blood flowing out of his hand, he kept rolling. His desire to find authenticity in a scene pushed him in that moment, and I am sure Tarantino was thankful to have the scene. Technically, he primes the threat on the inhale, then masks it with a smile. In Django, he isn't just playing a role, he becomes the film's timing device. Honestly, Leo is capable of playing another pure evil role, just one more.
I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving!
Wolf of Wall Street was a unique movie in my view when I look at Leo's career. It was such a bashful, loud movie with the F word said a million times, yet he portrayed Jordan Belfort perfectly, even Jordan says so. Leo's portrayal of Jordan's bravado, mania, sales hypnosis, then full body clowning was the main piece of the movie. His posture engineering sells it, shoulders rolled for the shark pitch. When I look back at this movie compared to the rest, he used his body language a lot more in this movie to further express the volatility of Jordan Belfort's character. He turned complicated scenes into simplicity. Okay, well, I did put it nicely, but that drugged out scene was too freaking hilarious. That's body movement acting 101, top of the line movement there. The camera crew recording this must have been cracking themselves up, and I guess Leo must have been the same by the end of the scene. What I am trying to say is that Leo's acting in this movie oxygenated the room with his portrayal of Jordan as salesman, a money-hungry monster, and as a drugged-out clown. Here's the answer to can he act without dialogue? The Revenant runs on breath. From start to finish, Leo's character pursues the fight to live fueled by rage and revenge, and his capture of so many iconic scenes of the movie won him his first Oscar. Crazy to think it took him that long to get it, but honestly, he should have gotten it way before. The bear attack scene still makes me feel odd even after watching the movie 10 plus times. I cannot watch it without grimacing, yet one must appreciate Leo's portrayal of being mauled by a bear. He sells the pain as if you were there experiencing it alongside him. The bear attack scene was one of many scenes where Leo gave some of his best emotional portrayals of anguish, pain, loneliness, and desperation. Revenant proves he can carry a movie on breath, posture, and will, no speeches required.
You had Noyce beaten. Of course I didn't. Give me one reason why I would even touch him.
Because he called you ladies.
Who knew a Martin Scorsese movie would be a psychological horror or thriller with Leo leading the way? It won his one major adult dive into the genre. The job here is different. Don't overpower the twist, seed it. He plays Teddy as an investigator with stress, tells that repeat, palm to temple, eyes scanning left to right, breath that shortens when certain names appear. The tells are consistent enough to rewatch and chart, but light enough that first-time viewers just feel pressure.
Which would be worse? To live as a monster? Or to die as a good man?
He also keeps the POV unstable without grandstanding. Scene by scene, Leo's portrayal of Teddy was of a man searching for the truth yet fighting with himself the whole time. It is such an iconic scene where Leo delivers such a compelling quote which hits you with a possible truth. Was Teddy a good man? What I felt true was my matching emotion with Leo's character throughout the movie. He made me invest into the person Teddy was. When Teddy was sad, so was I. When Teddy was angry, so was I. Leo protects the movie's surprise and still gives the performance replay value. On the bench, he simplifies everything. Voice down, eyes steady, and drops the line we all remember. It lands because the whole film built to a calm choice. He's the most reliable scene builder of his generation. Mute the scene, the body tells it. Unmute, the timing locks it. Comedy, thriller, western, survival, same result. He lifts the cut. Directors trust him because his choices hold up in the edit. Fans trust him because the moment lands. That's the job, that's Leo. And you can test it across the roles. Arnie's rule keeping, Frank Abagnale's tempo, Candy's skull tap metronome, Belfort's room control, Glass's press a story, Teddy's quiet doubt. Different tools, same discipline. He respects partners, protects the frame, and doesn't waste beats. You can cut on his eyes, on his inhale, on the button of a line, clean every time. That's why editors smile and directors push for one more setup. For us at Ionos, it's simpler. You remember the second the room flips, the laugh that lands late, the look that says more than a speech. He makes movies rewatchable not because of mystery, but because the choices still click on the second, fifth, 10th pass. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Studio Craft deep dives. We'll see you in the next one.